Okay, quick. When I say Savage, what do you think of? Rifles, right? Well, guess what? Now, when you say Savage, or I say Savage, you have to also think about handguns. Well, today, friends, we're going to talk about the new Savage Stance 9mm. They call it a micro 9, which I suppose that would be, depending on how big your hands are. I mean, the last time Savage did anything handgun related would have been, let me help me with the math, pi r square minus the 72, like 100 years ago. You know, the 1907 Savage, which of course is an iconic pistol, was the last serious look at a handgun that Savage did. So here we are 100 years later, and Savage is revisiting the idea. And what they've done here is they've incorporated everything that's new and put it into one package. There's a lot going on in this pistol. They offer, oh gosh, 10 or 12 different models at this point. This happens to be the very basic one, and the flat dark earth with the darker steel slide on it. I like some things that are on it which comes right out of the box, so there's no fussing with it. Is you've got ambidextrous magazine release, which there's no need to change out parts or anything like that. It's got ambidextrous slide release, which is, that's used to be extremely rare. Now it's something that's almost expected on a gun, but a lot of people still tend to leave it off. It's got aggressive cutouts here on the slide, so you can run it easily if you've got old hands, with arthritis like I have. I really like the grip texture. It kind of flows into your hand when you hold it. I like the smooth, wide trigger. It doesn't have the little flipper thingy in it. And so it is comfortable. And remember, a wider trigger helps to give you the illusion of a lighter trigger press, which actually is important. It's actually nicely chamfered here at the muzzle, so that helps you with reholstering. And if you're breaking tradition and you have a leather holster these days, that will really help to save your holster, because the sharp edges at the front of a muzzle like that really wear on the inside of leather holsters. It's got good bold sights. Like I said, it has some different sight options. It comes with two magazines, a 7 and an 8 round one. So the 8 round one gives you just a little more purchase on the bottom for your little finger. And overall, seems to be easy to carry. It's kind of palm sized. It's right in the same market as the Hellcats and the P365s, that kind of stuff. And without further ado though, let's shoot it and make sure it actually works. Okay, we're set up at about 10 yards here. I'll just shoot, I think it's an 8 round magazine. Let's see what happens here. Gosh, I actually did pretty good. That's actually the first full magazine I've put through this gun. I only test fired it with maybe 2 or 3 rounds before we started filming, because I just wanted to make sure it worked. So actually I'm impressed. It's well centered, and it was really controllable. I really like it. Let's go up and talk about it. I have to reiterate that I was actually really impressed by the controllability. This grip texture is significant, is the only thing I can think of to describe it. It sort of flows into your skin, but it's not aggressive like sharp metal checkering or something like that. I was really surprised at how easily I could hold on to this gun. It was only 20-ounce gun, so it's a little snappy. And anyway, it was very cool. The wide trigger is surprisingly comfortable. We're so used to flipper triggers now, and this felt more like a real gun trigger to me. And I think there's a lot to be said about that. I'm looking forward to shooting it some more though, because the action's, just a little on the gritty side. I have a feeling it's going to settle in though. Like I said though, I was very impressed by how well centered this group was, and I have a feeling this gun's going to be a real shooter, so we'll find out when I write an article about it. Okay, well there you have it. A quick review on and wait, I can't help myself, the new Savage Stance. Not quite sure what that means, but here's one of them right here, by golly. In all seriousness, I'm actually impressed by this little gun. Mid $400 range, give or take a little bit, depending on the model that you want. It's a name as iconic as anything in our industry, and I like to see that kind of expansion in our industry. It means the firearms community is healthy, It means manufacturers are being innovative and they're moving forward. They're answering the needs that their customers are asking for. And so my hat's off to you, Savage. And if you like Savage, I think the stance deserves a hard look. Hey, thanks for tuning in. Remember the 4 firearm safety rules, and subscribe if you like what's going on, and please comment, because I'll be happy to answer any questions you have. And I think that's about it for now. All right, thanks for tuning in.